Out of all of the seasons, I do not believe that I've seen more cast members who were not ready to love than I have this season in any of the past seasons. What do you think?
I just think that somewhere in the process, this show needs to be rebuilt with a more stricter vetting process, and for the love of God, bring in a counselor who could help these people on their path because some of them need help.
Well, I agree that that a counselor would or some kind of relationship expert, advising these, these cast members would do some good, or at least I'd like to think it would.
Tequila, Tequila,
Tequila, tequila, it don't make no damn difference right about now. She act like she was drunk the entire time.
Miss Tequila is completely off the reservation. I'm not a healthcare professional, but
Neither is Jessica nor Janelle, but I think they may have had the right right
but I
suggestion for.
I think something is oh, she thought a baby was a sweet guy,
Saw a different side, a
and
softer
she
side.
got a softer side of him. She didn't experience this stuff they're talking about. When Tommy asked, well, did you hear about the stuff that he did with
Other
that
cast
they were
members like
talking about?
Janelle and
She
Sierra.
said she wasn't there, so she didn't hear it, but
But then she tried
they
to rationalize, you know, her criticism of other cast members.
and they asked the baby, and he said she was a yin to his yang, that she's a cool sister, and everything was fine. Brad said that man that I was checking for, Kira,
Tequila.
Tequila, and Janelle, they had a good head on their shoulders.
Let that one sink in. Gotta scratch the brown egg. I'm sorry. I gotta try hard to figure that one out.
I told you this was the Twilight Zone. So let's pivot back now to when Janelle and Tequila and Jessica were having a conversation on the couch.
Cause it was about to get hot.
And Mr. Quella started slow. She's she she said, she okay, she fine. Philip didn't like her asking him a question about threesomes, and his response hurt her feelings. This is when they initially met.
So she's mad with him because of his response to her dumbass question.
Asking an inappropriate
Her
question.
dumbass question.
Yes.
Oh,
So then she said, well, maybe we should talk about your bankruptcy. And I'm like, what? He was taken aback. He said, well, I filed for bankruptcy in 2007, 2008. This is when the
market
market
crash.
crashed 15 years ago.
15, damn near 2 decades ago.
So that means she went researching Philip
Right.
so she could have material to attack
Right. And she knew it
and
was
she
premeditated. She
right,
knew she was gonna do it.
exactly.
Philip told her that she's hella immature.
Yes, Philip told her that she was immature, and she said, so are you, and so is the two women on that couch with you. And she was referencing Janelle and
Jessica.
Jessica.
Right.
She started rocking like, she want to do something to them. Janelle said, but I don't have to discuss this any further. And she said, well, we done with.
Right.
And every man in the room and woman in the room knew that there was a whole lot that's going to be said
Stop
because the
capping.
passive aggressive
Stop capping.
energy they were putting forth with each other was tangible. You could feel it. So they go back to the green room. She started looking at Janelle and said, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Like she's gearing up to like do something. And then
She was ready.
Janelle
She
all
was
of a
ready to
sudden
show her
started
hands.
pounding the table and said, well, yeah, let's get it on, like $2.
From my vantage point, uh, Tequila was the instigator
She
of
was.
this. So to me, it began with her. Janelle didn't have to engage her like she did, but she wasn't going back then. I think she had probably had enough.
And she made reference to that they told her that she needed to take her pills.
Mm.
And that got her upset. But it's not normal to just be having a sort of high energy toxic conversation and you just start rocking. That means something. Where I come from, that means something.
I mean, some get
You
ready to
you
pop
get
off.
something in your hand or you start moving towards the door.
Something
So
ready, something ready, something get ready to happen. Something get ready to pop off.
they had to try to restrain her. This is Tequila.
Yeah, because she acting a fool in the backstage in the green room, I guess, and tearing up stuff, pushing over stuff. They should have made her pay for it.
Yeah, but paying for it is the least of the
I
problem.
I I understand that, but I'm just saying to you, you don't go, act a fool in somebody else's set and then think it's okay to just walk out.
Well, somebody told me a long time ago that I shouldn't be embarrassed when I see folk, women in particular, when they acting in this toxic way. And because you can't regulate grown folk, and it's
Nor,
absolutely
yeah,
right.
and anybody else's behavior other than
But
yours.
there's something in me that cringes, that is disappointed when I see that plays itself out. You know why? Because we have a choice to go there or not.
Yeah,
There's
and
another option
right, and
that they do not
yeah,
use.
Tequila acted thought it was okay to choose the option to show her behind in public.
And I just thought it was alarming that they have no skin in the game basically at this point. So why act unseemingly?
Well, my thing is, what is she trying to prove? What is she trying to accomplish?
She
She
said
trying to be hard? Or
she
is she
said
trying?
she's all about the life and men like drama. I
Mm,
wonder what Quentin is thinking. Because here's his girl that he claimed acting out again. Although she was provoked, she doesn't have a sense of awareness of, okay, you got on a beautiful gown, you got yourself together, so why engage in that foolishness?
Well, I think to be fair with her, she did do that the first time when it happened on the set. She did walk away, okay, but the second time when it happened backstage, she came in and like I said, just was antagonized by Tequila and said, "I'm tired of this."
It's unfortunate to see um grown women act so unseemly because it really isn't necessary.
Well,
It really isn't.
yeah, yeah, and like I said, I joke all the time about, or often rather about, women showing their hands, but the bottom line is from this scenario, it's just something that was not a good look for Janelle, because she kind of, you know, lost a little bit of focus, I think, in that thing and said, okay, let's go if you really want to continue to come at me.
Wasn't good for Tequila
Well,
either.
Tequila
She
was the
said she had
instigator,
that life.
right? And the
What kind
antagonized
of
in
life
in the
she
situation.
talking about?
Stupid life,
To be warring all the time, you know how
stupid life,
exhausting that is?
stupid life.
And
And
dangerous?
not only that too, but if that's the kind of life that she claims she's into, and she actually relishes the opportunity to be a part of that, at some point in time, she gonna run up against the wrong person
Yes.
who gonna tighten her up.
Let me be clear, we all have that bitch. But one way or the other, you can't let that bitch just run through your life because she could destroy stuff anytime she get ready. And you gotta keep her in check. You gotta sit on her or you gotta stomp her so she knows who is in control.
Right?
She could come out to as a form of protection or what have
Yeah.
you, but she can't just come out any old time.
Yeah. 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 I understand.
That's a whole lot of that happens for people who get in trouble, and you gotta keep her in check. I know for me, I had to stomp her, and I mean stomp her with some heels on, so she knows that she can't just take over whenever she feels like. Because I'm trying to have a life of peace. The word says better to live on the rooftop than in a house with a warring woman. I don't want to be on the rooftop.
Neither do I.
So I had to stop her.
I'm glad you did.
That's all I'm saying.
Mm.
That is in preparation so I could get with someone. I think a man will prefer to live in a house of peace.
Family.
There's gonna be uprisings every now and then, but overall, it's a house of peace.
Mm. Mm.
So that's why she had to be stoned.
So
It's
basically,
either she or me, and she can't run it because she's as destructive as she wants to be.
oh yeah, she out there.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, more will be revealed next week.
Mm. I don't know how you top this one.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary to you.
Mm.
Yeah.
God bless you guys and pursue peace whenever you can.
Yeah.
Pursue it, run it down, and bring it home with you.